Right, hi Ian. Hi Ian. Right, how's it going, guys? Give it a few minutes, let a few people come on. Might have to go and get some more ice from my cider in a minute. Been a very hot day. So, few things have been going a bit weird over the last few days. And I mean weird. And I think it's from these two. Now, when I used to work in a charity, hello Jackie. Hello Jim. When I used to work in a charity shop here, I had to stop doing it because, like, me knee, arthritis in my knee here, so I had to give up. But I've always still been going in there, keeping an eye out what stuff is being available for me to buy, as in like doll wise. And the charity shop I used to work in, I used to get dolls, and I used to get like a 10% discount on them. But since I stopped working there now, although I'm still on the list, I still kind of can get dolls, but I can't get a discount because I don't work there. I can only get a discount when I don't work. But I have had many, many dolls from there, yeah. Well, anyway, oh crap, hold on a minute. Uploaded a video and bloody camcorder's nearly enough to run out of battery, so I forgot to turn the camcorder off. I did a video in the kitchen on my other channel earlier about my fishing molds I'm going to be doing. Now, if I get on to these two, yeah, I'll tell you a little bit more on what's been going on in a minute, yeah. But when I used to work in the charity shop here, I know that charity shop was bloody haunted because I'd done a video showing you evidence of a photo that my manager had caught while she was she just came back from a Christmas Eve party, or I think it's either Christmas Eve or New Year's, one of the two. But she showed me a photo of like this glass cabinet, what used to stand enough in the middle of the shop, and it's just her and a friend, and she was doing a selfie, and you could see like this full blown apparition standing right, well, in between them, kind of thing. It was actually like as if it was inside the actual glass cabinet, if you see what I mean, actually inside it. Now, we do know that there was a male spirit that actually resides in that charity shop. Many of the staff have felt them and noticed them. I say them, him. And I believe his name was George. And he used to reside either on the top third floor, where no one hardly ever goes at all, or in the middle section, the second floor, where you've got a lot of stock, mostly like electronics and other kind of stuff which hasn't been sorted out, because the manager, which is a female, can't remember her name at the moment. I think it's Pamela or Pam, one of them two. No, sorry, Pauline. That's it. Don't know why I'm getting Pamela. Knows why I'm getting Pamela. My auntie used to be called Pam. She died. Maybe I'm picking her up. Pauline used to go upstairs and do a lot of checking on electronics. And she herself has said to me many times she felt like, this George was sitting there and watching her and prodding her time to time, kind of thing, as if she was not doing what she's supposed to be doing with electronics, as if he's saying, well, that works, that doesn't work, and she's probably sitting there trying to get one electronics to work, and he's probably prodding her to say it don't work, move on the next one, kind of thing. Yeah, that's the way she felt. Now, not only that, a few of the other staff members have actually seen like a transparent figure of a man coming down the stairwell, right? And it's kind of scared a few of the voluntary helpers that they decided to leave after they've actually seen them. And they've also said at the back of the shop where they do a lot of sorting out, near the door, they felt like if he was standing there watching. Now I worked there for 6 months, like not constantly. I was there 2 or 3 days a week, doing 4 or 5 hours voluntary work, non-payment, voluntary. And I had to fill the form in for the job centre, just to let them know that I was doing voluntary work here. Well, anyway, as I say, I used to buy a lot of dolls out of there, yeah, and I used to get like a 10%, and I'd only buy the dolls that I felt like if had some kind of like spiritual attachment to them, or felt some kind of like strange energy, and a few of them had strange energies. I'll tell you that for one thing, yeah. Well, I can't remember when I got these ones from. It was from the same charity shop, but I can't remember exactly what day it was. I know I did a video. Maybe you might be able to find them. I always thought that these dolls were those kind of like Amish dolls because they've got no eyes, And wait a minute, did it already post that? Bloody hell! Oh no, that's about my other channel. Here, Ian, look for the Amish dolls if you can. I've got too many pages open. I don't want to close that page because I haven't watched that video yet. Let me see if I can find it as well. I'll tell you, man. Hang on. I've got to see if I can find it. I think I might put it under Amish dolls. No. Christ, what did I put it under? I had them for more than a year, I know that. Amish. Did I put it under Peekaboo? No, not find that's Peekaboo either. I know I did a video on them. But maybe Jewish. No, that's doing a divot box. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on, I really need to find this video. I don't think I've had them for more than a year. So if Ian can find them, because he's pretty good at finding my stuff, I'll be grateful. Because I've got so much stuff on my channel. 7 months ago. I don't think it's... 8 months. Nine months. I'm pretty sure I've not had them more than a year. That one's from Gen T. Let me try it under charity. Oh, why did that not type out? Right, let me see if I can find it this way. So why am I only finding... Well, I can't even fucking find the video, would you believe it? I know I did a video on them. Don't know where it is. But anyway, I think that's the video. No, that's my fishing one. But if Ian can find it, then, you know, Ian's pretty good at finding them. But I bought these from the shop where I used to work for it, yeah. And they did kind of like creep me out a little bit when I did find them, you know, because like, you know, No Eyes, that reminded me of that movie where that American woman bought a doll for some Jewish children and, well, Hamish children. And their parents wouldn't allow them to have the dolls because, like, the Amish community sees that dolls with eyes are a negative thing to their children and their belief, because they believe that, you know, eyes allow spirits to come through. Eyes act like a portal or something. So when Amish children get dolls, they make sure that the children have dolls without no eyes, right? So that's what I thought these dolls were, Amish dolls, because they've got no eyes, got no nose, got no mouth. But apparently I was corrected. These are peekaboo dolls. And what they normally do is that, you know, they have their hands tied up or sewed up like that. That's how it's supposed to be, like that, yeah, peekaboo. Now, since I've had these dolls, just recently, I don't know why, I've had some really weird dreams of, like, if kids are playing peekaboo with me. And I ain't just one, you know, I've got two. I've got the boy, and you can see how big they are. They're, you know, about 2.5, 3 foot. And I'll get my tape measure out. Go from his head down to his toe. 2.4. 2 foot. Yeah, about 2.5 foot. All right. Just recently, since I've been going out and sorting some stuff out on a balcony, yeah, some weird things have been happening. It feels like those dolls have suddenly come like a little bit more active. Because I've gone in the living room, right, and I know how I had these dolls set one time, yeah. I went in the living room and they're supposed to be standing next to each other, yeah, like that. There's one time I went in there and one of the dolls are turned like that. No one goes in that living room apart from me. Not even the cat goes in the damn living room. Only I do. Hello, Bev, how's it going, sweetheart? So, you know, it's moved. So I'm thinking, well, could that have been me moving it, you know, knocking it? But, you know, even if I knocked it, yeah, the way it was standing, it would have just fell on the floor. So, like, somehow that doll has moved, right? Seriously, I'm not joking. So I've put it back, and I've gone out on the balcony the other day, and I was just doing a few things. And when I came back in, it seemed like this one had moved, like that kind of thing. Same thing as the first one done, but the second one's moved at an angle. And, you know, I didn't take much notice of it, to be honest with you. But when I've been out there, it feels like, you know, something's kind of like watching me, but with no eyes, you know, kind of thing. And I've had, like, last night I had a bit of a weird dream about kids playing peekaboo. And the only thing I can think about is these two peekaboo dolls. So I don't know if they're getting active or not, to be honest with you. I think they may be, but I can't be 100% sure because, like, you know, with all the spirit dolls I've got here, could be any fucking doll, you know, trying to play tricks on me, you know, kind of thing. But, you know, both dolls have moved. Now, the thing is, I can't prove that because my DVR system's been playing up, as I've told you before. You know, I need new cables. It's not the DVR system itself, it's the cables, because, like, as I showed you before, I've got my cables going through the door. Both doors, that one and my other door, the living room door. And because, you know, it's kind of like crushing the cable, it's actually wearing the cable down a lot quicker than they're supposed to. I can't put it under the door because it's going to do the same thing. And I can't drill behind the door. I'm not allowed to. You know, I can put nails and, you know, put picture frames up on the walls and things, but I can't drill a hole through the door panel without permission. I know I've got CCTV, you know, my landlord, you know, because she came round a few years ago and, like, you know, she goes, "Oh, you got a lot of cameras around?" I said, "Yeah, more for security than anything else." But I did tell her, you know, I was into the paranormal and I caught some rather interesting things there. And she said, "Really?" She goes, "Well, don't tell me, you know, I don't you like giving me nightmares." But, you know, she has actually, she does believe in the spirit world, but she just didn't want to know what was going on here. And she did feel a bit uncomfortable in that living room as well. But say these dolls have been kind of like giving me a little bit of a eerie-jeebie creeps over the last couple of days. And I do believe that something is actually inside these dolls. I'm not saying like, you know, it might be a spirit that might have been attached to the doll when I got them, and they probably went dormant and they've only just started like coming out of their dormitory hibernation or whatever. Because, like, you know, as I said many times before, you can go out and get something in a charity shop here and feel that there's an energy attached to it. Or, you know, you can go to an auction, or someone could give you something and said, like, you know, I've had a lot of activity from this place. You know, people giving me stuff and said that they've had a lot of activity from certain things they've given me. Now, I've had them and I've not sensed nothing off them, you know, kind of thing, maybe because they've gone dormant and they don't want to be active. They just want to be left alone for a while. They need to, like, kind of like get into the groove and, like, you know, getting used to a new location and stuff like that, yeah. But I do believe a lot of spirits can go dormant after giving a lot of activity from a previous owner. So if there was something in there, it probably went dormant and it's just for some reason wanted to, like, you know, start doing things. Now, as I say, I can't prove if there was a spirit attached to these dolls when I got them, but something attached, you know, something gave me that attraction, wanting to get them. So I got them. It didn't matter how much they were, I wanted them. So I got them, you know, and I did bid the price down a little bit, which I shouldn't have done at a charity shop, but, you know, I have worked there. And, you know, she said that no one even wanted to get them, you know. There was a little bit of interest, but it's more of like carrying them home, which I had to do, you know. And, you know, would children really like to play with dolls like this? Because, really, you know, think about it. They do look a bit creepy, don't they? Come on, own up. They do look creepy with that. No eyes, no nose, no mouth. And as I said, like, I thought those were harmless dolls, but they're not. You know, I was corrected on Facebook a while ago from, you know, a couple of people saying they're not Amish dolls, they're not Jewish dolls, you know, they are peekaboo dolls. And I did do some research on them, and yes, they were peekaboo dolls. And as you see, this one's the girl because of the ponytails, and this is the boy. And why he's carrying this, I do not know. Maybe he's going to try and make a fucking kite out of it or something, you know. But, you know, they come all dressed in the same kind of like pajama things. You know, they've both got their like Christmas hats. And why they done Christmas ones, I think it's because it's supposed to be like a Christmas theme with these particular ones. That, you know, when you come down, you know, when children come down to get their Christmas presents, they ain't supposed to look at, you know, especially like, you know, midnight when Santa Claus is supposed to come and put the put the presents under the tree. No, you ain't supposed to be looking. See, you know, they come down, and, like, you know, even when in the morning, you know, when they come down with the family, you're like, you know, close your eyes, you know, no peekabooing, or you don't get your present. So that's probably what they made them for. The same as a peekaboo doll. But I am kind of getting a bit freaked out with these ones at the moment, yeah, and I don't know what to do with them. I'm thinking of getting rid of them, to be honest with you. When, I don't know yet. How, I don't know yet. But I've had a weird dream with kids playing peekaboo. It reminds me of that fucking movie Peekaboo. That movie that freaked me out. But why they moved, I don't know why they've moved. They've been standing there side by side for months, and all of a sudden you see, one of them kind of like to its side. Let's say if I kind of like walked past it and brushed it, it wouldn't move that much. It would probably move slightly, or it might even fall down. So something's going on with these two. And as I said, I can't prove it's spiritual. Why is that these dolls might have spirits attached to them? I feel that there's some fucking weird energy attached to them, yeah. Spirit children, spirit adults, maybe. So what I'm going to do Sunday is I'm going to do a session on these two. I'm not going to do it tonight. I'm going to do a session on these two on Sunday and see what we can get. Probably do like some EVPs and ghost boxing and see what we can get out of it, I know we did do a little session with them before, but I just can't bloody find the video. I know we did one. I remember doing 2 videos. One of showing you that I actually got them from the charity shop, and the other one that I was doing a little session with them. Amish, sorry, not Harmish, Amish. What the saying of the Amish community is like, any dolls that they get given, right, with eyes, opens the portal to hell and brings in demons. So that's why they don't allow their children to have dolls with eyes, because they open portals. That's why, if you go to an Amish community, you'll probably see children with dolls without eyes, because in that way it's more safe for them. It's not going to like disrupt their belief that, the dolls ain't going to open the doorway to hell. It's like, with mirrors, they say like mirrors open portals, which I do believe. But different, kind of like communities have different beliefs. And, I really did think they was Amish dolls. But they're not. They're peekaboo dolls. But I've had some really weird things happening over the last couple of days. Now, it's only been the last couple of days, since I've been going out. I've had to go into the living room several times. I've actually was out on my balcony doing a video of me stripping that old window, which I got from the haunted house across the road. Because that stained glass window I got, which I did a video on, if you remember. Somehow, for some reason, it's just started falling apart. Don't know why, but it started falling apart. So I thought, well, I can't have bits of glass laying around everywhere. And it's got lead in there. So I thought, well, hang on a minute, lead. Oh, what I can do is probably cut that down and use some lead for my other hobby, my fishing hobby, make some lead weights, which I'll be doing. So I did actually cut down that window the other day. And while I was doing it, the cat was in here because I didn't want to go out into the living room and onto the balcony, jumping on the wall and probably landing 30 feet and breaking every single bone in the body. So I had to shut in here. And I'm sitting there. And, even when I'm doing the video, I kind of felt a little bit uncomfortable. So I felt like someone was kind of watching me. And, it's again, peekaboo, we're watching you, but you can't see us, can you? No. So I was glad when I finished doing what I had to do out there, and I came back in here and I just kind of chilled out. But these dolls have been kind of freaking me out. Even when I went in there earlier, because I was doing some stuff with other dolls earlier, I just didn't want to be in the living room with these 2 dolls. I had to come out of there. And I did a couple of videos in the kitchen earlier, and again in the kitchen. Seriously, I felt like if there's 2 spirits watching me, but without eyes, kind of thing. So I'm getting kind of freaked out. I don't know why. Now, I know I said I'd like to get more activity, more evidence, and more weird sensation, but this has been too fucking weird. And I'll tell you right, seriously, I don't know if you can see it yet, but well, I don't think you will be able to see it. But I'm sitting there, yeah, and know when you get that kind of like hallucination feeling, yeah, as if you could think, that hallucination of that heat wave effect, yeah. Just looking at that doll, this one here, I keep thinking that I'm seeing that hallucination, kind of like heat wave effect on her face. Really weird. And anyway, let me just go and get some ice for my cider. So I've still got like half a can here, and I've got half a cup here. So I'm just going to get some ice. Don't you fucking follow me out either. Wow, man, I'll tell you, my fridge freezer's crazy. My fridge freezer's crazy shit hot, man, I'll tell ya. Now, I don't know, some of you know, yeah, like a while ago, my little fridge freezer kind of kept packing up. So my mum lent me the money to buy this new fridge freezer. And, this twice I've been out to put ice in my drinks. And, I've got like this little ice cube thing, yeah, which you can get up to like 10 little small ice cubes in. I'm going to get one out. That size. It's cold. So, I'd like a cream, or like a soft fizzy drink earlier, and I put like half the ice in, right? And I refilled it, and it's only about half an hour ago. And would you believe, that water's already frozen? Crazy. So anytime I want ice, all I've got to do is put the ice in, water into the ice thing, and within half an hour, it's frozen. Oh, that's a bit better. So yeah, let's say these two have been kind of creeping me out a little bit. I will probably be doing a stream on these two on Sunday and see what's going on, because I may have to get rid of these two, because I've never been so creeped out from a doll. Not even that one that I've got bound up in the kitchen in the box. That multiple serial killer from Gen T, which I got from her, yeah. The one who killed her 2 children, her 4 husbands, a maid, a butler, several of her boyfriends, all for insurance money, the one I'm talking about, the one always changing their names. I know I get creeped out of her when I'm doing sessions with her, but these seem to be giving me more creeping out than the one I had problems with in the living room, in the kitchen. And she's bound up. I can't really bind these up because I've got nothing black to bind them up in. I might have to throw them in the cupboard in the hallway if they're just like kind of like freaking me out a little bit lately. See, if you look right on the eyes there, that's where his hands were sewed up onto his eyes. I think it's like that, and it just came apart. So they used to be like that. I was actually thinking of getting some eyes at one time and putting eyes on them, and then just like drawing a nose and a mouth on them. But I thought no, because that's how they're supposed to be, like peekaboo dolls. I was actually thinking about sewing their hands back up as well, but I've never got around doing it, and I don't think they would like that if I did do that. I reckon I'm going to get a hell of a lot more shit if I did that to them. No, but seriously, guys, I am being freaked out with these two right now. I'm getting a headache as well, fucking headache with these two. So I'm not going to do a stream with them tonight. I'm just letting you know what's going on with these two. I'm going to go and put them back in the living room right now because I'm getting a bit more freaked out. Yes, an old man like me getting freaked out on two fucking dolls. But these, you know, you can't really blame me getting freaked out. So I'm going to put these back in the living room. And on Sunday, we'll do a short stream with these two. See what the hell's going on. Because I can't prove if there's anything attached to them. What may have come with them. There might be, there might not be. You know, there might be other spirits that have come through and decided to attach themselves to them. And that's what, you know, I could be picking them up. I don't know. But we'll find out Sunday evening about these two, what's going on. But I'm going to put them in the living room because I'm kind of getting a headache just like having them right next to me, which is kind of weird. Let me just put these back. So after we've done those two dolls, later in the week, we're going to have some fun with these pivot boxes again. Because this one has moved. I remember it being up there. I know my room was a little bit messy. I remember it being over here. Up there the other day, and then I've gone out and I heard something fall or like a knock, and that was like, you know, been sitting there for weeks, man. When I come in, I thought, what the hell's that? I noticed that this had fallen down and landed down that. It landed down here. So somehow it just went like that, but caught there, not actually fell down. So we're going to be doing a little session with that. And sorry, I've interrupted anyone in there, no. Because you remember, right? You know who gave me this, yeah? I'm not going to say any names, but you know who gave me that. Never had nothing wrong, no activity from it whatsoever. Yeah? Until the day I decided to do a live stream and open it up. Then, like, you know, still nothing. So I left it open for a couple of days, I think it was. Still nothing. So I thought, I know what, I'm going to put some trinkets I've got from, you know, different locations, you know, from like other sellers, you know, apparently it's supposed to be haunted, blah, blah, blah. And I put it in that box and seal it. But what I've done, I did put some stuff in that box. I sealed it, and that night I sealed it, I had some really weird, crazy stuff going on. And I did say about that on one of my other streams. So we're going to have some fun with this one. Oh yes, we're going to have some fun with this one. This one, I'm not going to be having fun with this one. So the energy on this one isn't really good. I still feel like this one has a dark energy attached to this one, meaning white black wax there. So this one I'm not gonna muck around with. But this one we're gonna have some fun. You know what kind of fun we're gonna be doing? Pop open time. I'm gonna open this fucker again and put something else in there. So I'm not going to do that now, because, like, you know, when I was given that, yeah, I had no activity from it, from whatsoever. I might have had a K2 hit or maybe a couple of EVPs, but I never had that dark energy, that negativity that apparently was meant to give me. And I had that for months and months and months before I decided to open it. And then when I opened it, nothing happened. I had no kind of like weird experiences, no negativity, nothing like that. And I left it open for a couple of days. Then I kind of like thought, well, I'm going to set it back up. I'm going to put some stuff in there. And I did put stuff in there, but I can't remember what I put in there. But the night I sealed it, I started getting crazy stuff happening through the night. And it was only for that one night. So, and I can't remember what stuff I put in there. So, what I'm going to do is, if I can find it, not sure where it is. It might be in one of these drawers. Yeah, there we go. Now, all of you know that I've had some of these little watches I got off eBay, yeah? These ones here. And it's got that on it. With the skull. Now, I think I've got two of these still. I'm sure I had another one, but where the other one's gone, I don't know. But what I'm going to do is when I open this up next week, I'm going to put this in there and then reseal it and then see if we get any activity within the next few nights after of resealing it again. Just say when I opened it first time, nothing. But when I did shut it, before I shut it and resealed it, I put some other stuff in there. What I put in there, I can't remember. I think I even put a picture of an old lady in there. I ain't going to open it now because I've got too much of a headache. I don't feel like I need to open it right now. I need to do those dolls first. And then after the dolls, maybe middle of next week, Wednesday, Thursday. Fun time, live stream, opening this little bugger up. Soon we get some EVPs, K2 hits, whatever. Do a ghost box on it. And then I'm going to dump this in there. And then if I've got a candle wax, I'll reseal it live on stream as well. And see if we get anything after I've actually resealed it. Some people say, oh, I won't do that, crazy Steve, you don't know what's going to happen. Probably don't know what's going to happen. The picture that I put in there might have had a spirit attached to it and didn't like being put in there. I could open it up and the whole fucking hell might break loose. I don't know. Oh, my glass is melting. My glass melting. Something's melting, was it? It might just be the coldness from the glass. So yeah, that's the first two things we're going to be doing. First Sunday is them two dolls. Middle of next week, that box. Say this one, I'm not going to even attempt to open that one because I do feel there's dark energy either inside or attached to that one now. And I don't be fucking with that one right now. Maybe later, in a couple of months, if I feel like it and I build up enough courage to do it, I might open it up because I can't even remember what's in that box. I don't think I even know what's in the box, to be honest with you. I know we did do a video on me actually making a divot box. Just putting stuff in a box and casting the divot box. So you remember me and Jason done one on my stream that one night. And I said to him, I bet you can't wait more than 24 hours before you open it. And he went and opened it within 12 hours. He sealed it and then he opened it again. I never did, but I don't think it was that box. I don't even know where the other box is, to be honest with you. But I'll tell you what, another little box I got here. This one here. I can't remember why I've got that. Nice little box. Nothing in it. Just a little box. I was thinking of doing something with this one night. Putting something in there. Bit of costume jewelry or something, yeah. And just closing it up. Leaving it. And if I ever open that box up, that will go in that box. She'll have a box inside of a box then. But that's if I open it up. I don't know yet. So it's going to be interesting to find out what will happen. I did have a very small miniature doll somewhere. Very small, like that big. I can't remember where I got that from, but I was thinking of putting that in. Either that box or that box. I don't know. But I'll tell you what I am going to put in those boxes. Some old coins. King George or Victoria coins, which I've got. I've got a bag full over there. I've got some silver sixpences. I've got a silver shilling. But I've got like many old King George and Victoria coins. I've got some here. I may even consider putting that in that larger box. This old ring I found when I was metal detecting. This one. And this unusual brooch that I found. And then some of these old coins like this King George coin. And I've got better coins. These are ones I've actually dug up, which I really want to actually keep, to be honest with you. But I'll probably put some coins in. I may even stick in a musket ball. Something with age. I've got 5 marbles here. I might even stick a marble in. I don't know what I'll put in, but I'm going to put something else in that box. I'll probably put that clock in there, that watch, and I may even put a coin. I kind of like want to try to fit it up, and then like give it a little while, you know, give it like another 6 months, then open it up again and take some stuff out and just like do swap arounds and seeing if there's any kind of like mixed energies. But that one, as I say, that one was over there, and I heard something fall, and I thought, what's that? When I came back in, I noticed that wasn't on there. That had fallen on the floor. Could have been the cat being nosy, and like she could have knocked it down. I don't know. But when I came in here, you know, the cat was on the sofa sleep, well on a chair sleeping. So, as I said, guys, we're going to start the paranormal again. Starting that up again soon. Starting Sunday evening with them dolls. And it won't be a long session. It'll only be probably about an hour, hour and a half. So I want to start off like on a short time schedule and then work up. If I can get my DVRs working again properly without them disconnecting when I go in the bloody living room from them shorting out the cable. You know, I need 6 new cables, which are $5 each, and I ain't got the funding for that at the moment. So like, you know, once I've got the fund, I'll buy some new cables, and that way we can start doing some proper live streams with the DVRs on. Now there is the odd occasion like I can go in there and it doesn't affect the cable, but you know, I say 5 out of 7 times it always screws up with the cables, and I have to keep like going in and out, You know, one particular week, about 2 weeks ago, I had to go and muck around those cables for nearly an hour for it to actually get the cameras back up online. That's how bad the cables are. And it's because, like, you know, they've been going through the door and they've been like kind of crushed. They shouldn't be having that way. If I had the money for it, I'd buy myself a complete new DVR system with Wi-Fi. But, you know, I've got Wi-Fi cameras and I've got the software for it. But the thing is, the bloody Wi-Fi isn't good enough. You know, it just keeps dropping. That's when that weird black apparition happened that time. Yeah, when we was doing the live stream of the murder mystery and unsolved cases. The Wi-Fi camera went offline and came back online for no apparent reason. So I'm just wondering if spirits can interact and manipulate and screw up Wi-Fi reception sometimes, because there's all energy in it. But we're just going to have to play it by ear, see what happens. And let me go and feed the cat. You're getting a pain in the butt again, you are, cat. There you fucking pain in the arse. Right, let's just sort that. She must know exactly what time it is, because every time she starts moving, it's always got 9 o'clock. I know cats have, like, you know, their own senses, but bloody hell, man, every night. Anyway, let me just see what's been going on chat. Right, let's do some shout outs. Hello, Ian, Jim, Jackie, David, Julie, Angela, Sacramento. Who's here? BJB, Bev, Leslie, I don't worry about the thumbs up and downs. Don't bother me. Still a view, innit, Gil? Still a view. Can you imagine getting a device that actually picks up something that really is, you know, haunted? You know, like K2 meters and EMF meters picks up fluctuations of EMF which spirits are able to manipulate and generate themselves here. But what if, like, someone had a real haunted object, right? And it was 100% verified it was haunted, and someone comes along, doesn't know that it's haunted, but has been invited to that haunted location and say, right, try that device and tell me what object is haunted. And his device picks up the exact correct haunted object. And it was proven that what he picked up was like 100% correct. That'd be crazy, man. Everyone would be flooding for him. There'd be multi-millionaire overnight, he would. Right, how many mirrors I've got? 1, 2. One in the bathroom, 3. One in the hallway, 4. One in the kitchen, 5. 2. Hang on. 2 in the living room, 2. One in the hallway, 3. One in the kitchen, 4. One in the bathroom, 5. And 3 in here. 6, 7, 8 mirrors. Just think of all the spirits manifesting and like teleporting themselves from one room to the other. I found myself yesterday cooking my dinner. Look, bloody hurts. It's not a wart, it's a fucking burn mark. So yeah, I was cooking my dinner yesterday, and well, it wasn't my dinner, it's my prawn crackers, and a bit of fat jumped out and caught my hand. Bloody hurt, turn that for one thing, yeah. Who else? Yeah. I don't have a clue what I'm doing. Well, I'll tell you one thing, I don't have a clue what you're doing. What are you doing? Because I don't know what you're doing. Do you know what you're doing? Because no one else knows what you're doing. So bye. Kent Spirit Finders, hello, how are you? Man, I'll tell you, if I knew where you lived, I'd love to meet up with you guys. Listen, you live in Kent, yeah? I don't know if you're still there. Seriously, man. Not telling you got to do it, but if you live in Kent and you live near Bexley, do Jordan's Wood Forest. Jordan's Wood. It's in Bexley. Crazy activity we've had up there. And then the back of where the Bexley Hospital used to be, yeah, you got some farm fields still, yeah. I think they're probably still overgrown. But if you're coming in from Tarkiln Lane from the bottom and you're going up to the top, as you come from Tarkiln Lane, as if you're like, you know, you got Swanley, you got Wilmington, and then you got Dartford. Well, say you're coming up from Wilmington and you come to the T junction where Tarkiln Lane is. If you go up Tarkiln Lane, you got some fields just on your right hand side, yeah. Miss the first field, do the second field, man. Me and my nephews had crazy activity there in the past. And I tell you, we'd done it 12 times, and the activity we got there was crazy. We believe we spoke to like dead deceased mental patients, doctors, nurses, whoever else. I can't remember. We kept it as a secret location for 12 sessions, 12 visits. Then I let people know exactly where we were, and no one else has done it. No one's even done Jordan's Wood, which I can't understand because to me, they are one of the most haunted locations that we've ever been to outside. And if people ain't going to be doing it, God, you're going to be missing that, guys. Because I've actually, where we done Jordan's Wood on 2 sessions, we have caught, and I swear we've got it on YouTube, moving manifestations. It looks like, you know, the camera's actually picking up live people, but there wasn't no one else there apart from me and my 2 nephews, who was always behind me. One looks like a monk, another one's like a little stocky kind of guy. Someone said looks like probably like not, I can't remember what the bloody good called. Not Normans, not Vikings, but one of the other ones. Little stocky guy, and that's on the first session. Yeah, first ever time we went there. Second time we caught another apparition because we went back to the same location, see if we can get to St. Kills. The second time we caught round about the same area another manifestation of a spirit person, kind of like walking behind a tree. And I posted that on Facebook, and my mate David, who died many years ago, well, his son saw it and he reckons it's wears black and blue. That spirit we caught was his dad, David, my mate. So you've got to go to Bexley Hospital and Jordan's Wood. I'll tell you, not guarantee you're going to get something, but I'm pretty sure you might get something. So I'll give it a shot, mate, if you're in Kent. If you ever do go there, you do Bexley, let me know and I'll try and meet up with you. I'd love to meet up with you, other groups in Kent. I've got, you know what, talk about bloody internet providers, yeah? I rang up my BT company the other day, right? And I said to him, look, I'm being charged too much for my phone calls, yeah? I know you do a Talk Unlimited. I want to go on there. How much extra is it going to cost me? Now, my phone bill's usually £54, right? With my internet, right? So I spoke to him and he goes, well, what we can do your phone bill and internet for £62 and you can do like unlimited calls. The only thing is, if you're going to be on a call, do not be on it for more than an hour. So otherwise you'll be charged. So if you're making a call, do a call for 59 minutes, put the phone down and then redial 2 minutes later, because in that way, you're not being charged for the second call because it's like free because you're paying for it, yeah? Just don't go over the hour. So I had it all sorted out. Said, yeah, okay, still, a bit expensive, £62. But, if I can get cheaper calls, I'm not going to be charged, X amount for A, B, and C and whatever, yeah, I'll do it. What have I gone and done? Information about your broadband account. Do I still want it? I need to go on there. And it says, we'd like to let you know that your broadband contract is ending. How can it be ending when I just fucking renewed it? Bunch of arseholes. I'll have to ring them tomorrow. I ain't going to do it now because it's too late. I'll ring them if I remember. Jack's like a long session, do you, Jackie? No. Well, I'm not going to be doing long sessions. I'll only be doing an hour and a half to start off with. If I do any kind of like overnight streams with a DVR, if I can get the DVR working, then yeah, we do that. But to do, to be honest with you, I don't think I'll be doing more than 2 popper streams with dolls or boxes or whatever, twice a week. That's what I'm going to be doing, twice a week mainly. But if I do put a DVR on, it'd be probably once or twice. So you might get 3 out of me. Although when the DVR's on, I won't be doing nothing. I won't be doing no EVPs, Ghost Box or anything like that. It'd be DVR on when I'm actually sleeping, like I used to do. But after we've done the doll and the divot box, yeah, in a couple of weeks' time, we're going to be doing, like I used to do, like the living room, kitchen, or in here. We'll have the audio on. So we got like, we're going to do a kitchen event. We'll have the audio turned on. It was going to be a living room event. We'd have the audio on the living room event. And it'd be like a couple of hours, 2 or 3 hours of each time, There might be a time where I might do an hour and a half of the living room and an hour and a half of the kitchen. Might be an hour and a half in here as well. I don't know. But we'll see how it goes. Because I need to like start off slowly again, build up my confidence, my energy, trust with the spirits. Spirits have got to start learning to communicate with me again, trust me again, and get a little bit more active again. So we're just going to take it easy to start off with. I'm not going to be doing like 7 streams in 7 days, kind of thing like I used to do. No bloody way. That killed me, that did. And I've got other things I'm going to be doing, especially on my other channel, like me fishing channel. I'm going to be doing videos on making fishing weights, probably doing some more fishing floats, because I found some bird feathers the other day when I was out, and I've got them in my backpack, and I'm going to be stripping off that and getting down to the actual tip. And I'm going to be making some more fishing floats out of those, because most of the ones I did have, I've given them away. I've only got a couple left, so I need to make some more for myself. So on my fishing channel, we'll be doing some fishing floats. casting of fishing weights. There'll be videos of me melting down lead and put them into like into molds and making ingots. I'm gonna probably try and melt down some tin cans, which are aluminium, aren't they? Tin cans. So I'm gonna try it and see if my gas cooker, which I'm still waiting for, is strong enough and power enough for it to like melt tin cans. And if it does, then I'm going to melt them into ingots and probably later make some aluminium fishing weights. I don't think I'll be able to like melt down iron and steel or copper. I don't think. I don't know. I'm just going to like play it by ear, kind of thing. Because all the things I do on my fishing channel, well, my other channel, which I've now named to Steve's Adventure Channel. Well, it's not Steve's Detecting Channel, or it's Steve's Adventure Channel. I've everything I do on there, like body making and like melting lead down to ingots and stuff like that, it's just like trial and error and just like a muck around kind of thing. Although melting metal is dangerous, it can spit like the fat did and burn you if you ain't got the right protective. Mind you, fucking milk no, I was just like cooking with dinner yesterday, and piece of fat flew out and hit me in the hand and burned me bloody hand. But you don't fuck around with like stuff, and I'm not going to be melting lead down like I did in the kitchen last week, because once I've done it, it was okay until I put like a bit of candle, because what you do, you put flux or candle or wax in to like purify in the melted lead or aluminium or copper or whatever you're melting down. It kind of like brings out the purities and get rid of all that crappy stuff. Well, when I put the candle in, my whole kitchen like filled up with smoke, and like I was practically gagging and choking on it. And you ain't supposed to be like breathing all that in, because like you're breathing in that lead, that poison, but lead carries, kind of thing. So I had to come out of the kitchen and like wait for the smoke to disappear, which took over 10 minutes to do. And I said, no way am I going to do that anymore. I'll wait until I get my gas cooker and my blowtorch, which I've ordered, thanks to my sister and my mum again. Because I was going to buy me a backpack, but I've already ordered one and I've got it through today actually, which I will be using on anything, metal detecting, fishing, ghost hunts, whatever. And it's quite a big one. That's quite a big one. I did ask for a camouflage one, but they sold out. So you've got like this bag here. You've got bag there. You've got all these like little things you can put in. So these like little strap things. You've got straps there. You've got them up there. You've got them all down the side here, down there. You've got two compartments there. You've got one there, which has got like another compartment inside. Then you've got another one here. This one here. So you've got that one with another compartment. You've got the one at the back, which has got another compartment. So, bloody big backpack, and it only cost me £11.10, and that's with postage included. Fucking mega deal. So I wanted the camo one, but they said that they're sold out and there's an error in all the listing. I said, do you want a refund? Or can we send you the black one? I said, well, I don't want a refund, send me the black one. So I've got the black one. And it's, look, it's quite big. It's 50 litre bag. 50 litre bag. And let's say, you've got this, which you can take off. Got a bag on this side. Got a bag on that side. You've got the straps at the back. And another good thing is that on the top here, you got this, which you can, what one is it? this. I think how it goes. There's something on here. Oh, here it goes. Once you fold it all up, yeah, you can actually strap them up. And when it's closed, you can actually put like a sleeping bag along the top there and have it like kind of like all strapped down. So this is going to be perfect for my fishing adventures when I go out camping again. I won't have to carry so much in a bloody shopping trolley thing, well, suitcase thing. I can put more stuff in there because it's like 50 litre. My other one was only like 35 litre. So I'm going to have some fun with that damn thing. Hello, Hyde. How's it going? Axemen, aren't they like the Vikings? Axemen. That's what it reminds me of. The old Vikings, they used to carry around those big bloody axes, didn't they? I think that's someone in the hallway. Yeah, because I just heard the door shut. But I did hear rustling just before the door shut. Just emptied the rest of my cider out of my glass. So with the help of my mum and my sister, I've got myself a new fridge freezer, yeah. I've got a gas cooker with 12 gas cylinders coming, which costs £22, including postage from eBay. I've got a gas blow torch with 4 gas cylinders, worth like £15. Because they was actually going to buy me the backpack and a poncho kind of thing, yeah. I said, well, because like what happened, right? I've been on to it here. I came home shopping the other day, yeah, and I just got home. I was just sitting down having a drink. My phone went, and I answered it. And there's my sister. She goes, I'll tell you right. We thought we'd just let you know that we've just been watching your video, me and Mum, and it made us laugh so bloody much that we thought, you know, Steve needs to be treated again. I thought, really? I don't know what video it was, but they said like they watched one of my videos and it made them piss themselves with laughter. So they decided they were going to treat me again. So they said, well, no, he's talking about a backpack. So we thought we'll give you the money or we'll buy you a backpack. They've sent to you. I said, well, thanks, but I don't need one. I've already ordered one. He goes, well, we're going to get you a poncho as well. I said, well, I don't need ponchos because I've got my tent. And I've got a proper like fishing raincoat, which is waterproof. So I don't really need a poncho. So I said, well, we'll give you the money. If you want to get that other thing we was talking about, that gas stove, you can get that and, you know, get whatever else you need. So I've got my gas stove. I've got my blowtorch, which I need for both, you know, for like when I'm melting down metal to make into my fishing weights, which I'll be doing videos on. I've got my fishing mould, which I can't remember how much that cost actually, because they come with like these little pin things. So I've got that. And I've just been generally buying, you know, the cheapest of the cheap for now, and then hopefully upgrading some of the stuff later. I would love to get myself a furnace, but fuck me, a furnace. Do you know how much a furnace is? Between £200 and £400. I've seen people make them out of like beer barrels and like those old oil drums, which I've been watching quite, you know, with a lot of interest, but I won't be able to do anything like that. And one thing, you ain't supposed to have barbecues. It looks like it's classed as a barbecue when you're melting like lead down. I did say to the lady upstairs, right, I was outside. What I'd done was that, no, that haunted window frame I got from the haunted house, that stained glass window. That's another thing that's been going on. I had that sitting on the floor, like kind of like leaned up, and over the last few weeks, it's just like been crumbling. I don't know what's been crumbling. You know, all the glass has been falling out. So what I've done, I sat outside and I kind of like took all the loose glass out, and because it's got lead in it, I've been cutting the lead down and putting them in a container so I can use the lead to melt that down, and either make into ingots or make some more fishing weights when I need it. Yeah, and I thought, well, I better tell her that I'm going to be doing this, and I could hear her talking, so I said, Amy, you got a minute? She goes, yeah, what's that? I said, look, I do fishing. I'm thinking about like making my own fishing weights because like fishing weights is so expensive to keep going like and buying like you're paying £2-3 for each fishing weight when you buy it, yeah. So I'm going to be making my own. I said, like, I might ask you on the odd occasion just to close your window because like lead is a little bit poisonous, and if it's going to like kick up a lot of steam, I don't want that steam or that smoke like coming up into your windows and like harming your kids on the thing. She goes, yeah, that's fine, Steve. Just let me know and I'll close the windows, and all you got to do is shout out when I can open them, and that's it. So she's the only one that would probably get affected because it wouldn't affect the people across the road because the smoke ain't going to go that way. I've noticed every time we've had a wind or a draft, it's always been going that way. It's very rarely we get any wind going that way, so that'd be okay. And I was just more concerned about her with her kids, but she don't have kids there that much now anyway. But I did say just in case, if I do any, it'll only be like once or twice a week. I said, but she's happy with that. So I'm sitting in the garden cutting all that bloody like glass out and just like tiling it up and whatever. And as I said, I kept getting weird things. I was being watched by those bloody peekaboo dolls. So kind of weird. But anyway, who's that? Valhalla, or whatever his name. Viking god. They actually crucified Christians at one time, didn't they? Old Vikings. Yeah, the Norse god. Vanir, Odin, Fig, Thor, Loki, Bladder, Hood, Hermidor. I'm just looking on the website just found. 12 major Norse gods. Well, I know that eventually the Vikings did cross over to Christianity, but I never knew they had that many bloody gods. Van Haller, whatever his name is, with that movie with Kirk Douglas. I loved that movie. I did. I've only seen it a couple of times. Fucking comfortable, are you? See? Yeah, I need to tidy my room up. Don't start moaning with people. But I did go out yesterday. I went fishing for about an hour. I caught one fish on a cheap new rod I bought, which I was kind of like not too happy about because it wasn't what I've expected to be. But I decided I might as well keep it for now. So, wait a minute, I'm just checking on something. It's alright. I think it's the car outside playing loud bass music. What do you bloody want? Fucking shit. Don't you stick your claws on me or you'll get off. They thought you stuck your claws in, you couldn't get your claws out. Well, they're wrong, aren't they? Little shit. Look, I can't see you. Don't you dig your nose in my stomach or you'll get off. Want some cider? Some cider? I was watching a guy, can't remember when it was. It was up at one of the pubs near Hackbridge. Even Beamish used to do it himself. Guy I know who used to go over the common with his dog, but his dog died last year. He used to call it Little Man. And they both used to feed their dogs with beer. Never done no harm to them. Fucking false cans or drink down them, like they just had a little bowl or put some in your hand and let them drink. Especially the guys up in the pub. You stop shitting on the floor and shit in your box. Little shit ass. Don't you stick your claws in me. I can feel your claws. I think I need to take you to the vets and get your claws cut down. I know people do them themselves, but I wouldn't know how to do them. I'd be too afraid to cut her claws too much. They are bloody sharp, aren't they? You little fucking shit ass. Just don't like who is being played with some at times. Especially when they're cold, I try to warm them up. When I let go, so the other day I done them. I only done it for about a couple of seconds. She nearly shook her fucking head off. Look, all this hair on me again. It's still molting. I had to clean up 2 pillars she's got, one there and one in the windowsill, yeah. And I've got one of those cat felt things, yeah. Took me half an hour just to clean 2 pillars. And the amount of hair that I pulled off them. Now, you get these little carrier bags, right, from the Pakistani shop here, when they put cans or milk or whatever in here, little black or white plastic bags. Time I actually finished, there's just under a quarter filled with bloody cat hair. What are you on about? Have to review the video. Yeah, so as I was saying, I went fishing for about an hour yesterday, and I wasn't catching nothing. I just mainly went to test this new crappy rod out which I've got, and I sent info to Alan. I said, "It ain't the one which you got." Kind of disappointed really. I sent it back. I said, "I'll go and give it a go." Ain't too bad. The reel I wasn't using what come with it. I used a different reel, and not a bad kind of light rod. But I wasn't catching. I caught one fish yesterday. And I thought, well, screw this, So I changed to the part of the, I went to a different part of the lake. Still wasn't catching nothing because the guys next to me kept throwing fucking loads of bread in to the duck. Well, not the ducks, the cooks. So I thought, well, screw this. I packed up. Then I went over to, I walked all the way up to one island. I was going to try over the one island, but I thought, no, I'm going to try and look for those scrap dealers. I come up to one place where I asked if he had any old wheel weights. because in the past they used to do lead wheel weights on the cars. What they done is these weights used to be put on your wheels to balance your wheel out properly or something. Yeah, they used to be in lead, but now they've actually stopped doing them lead because the environment and all that kind of stuff. So now they do it either under zinc or aluminium, but it's more zinc than anything else now. So I went to Quick Fix It's Streatham the other day and asked them. They said, no, we don't do them. We've got aluminium and we ain't got none to give you anyway. So then I tried a local one to me just around the corner near the cemetery. He said he ain't got no lead ones. So that was a blowout. But yesterday, after I went fishing, I went looking for these scrap dealers. Never found them, but I did find another kind of like car tyre one. Well, actually, before I went fishing, so I walked from here all the way down to the lake yesterday, which took me half an hour to do. I came across one little shop which done like car wheel changes, tyre change and stuff like that. And I asked him, and he gave me a mixture of like zinc and lead, and possibly aluminium. Then I went and done the fishing. When I got fed up with fishing, I went to try looking for these scrap dealers. I went on to an industrial estate. They didn't know of any scrap dealers, apart from one guy did say, well, there used to be one around the corner there, but he's like packed up and gone. But he still says it on the internet that he's there. But I couldn't find him. So then I walked further up and I found this other like car tyre changing like little shop. I asked him, he goes, well, he normally gets them, but he throws them away. I said, well, any chance you can keep them for us? And he said, yeah, okay. So I left, and as I was leaving, he's got like these two big oil drums, and inside them there's like a load of scraps. I picked up some scrap out there, fucking black as hell, with all the soot and grease and everything, There was like car brakes, two different kinds, four of each. So I put them in my backpack. That was bloody heavy. Made out of steel. So carried them around with me for like 3 hours. Still kept looking around for these other scrap dealers. Couldn't find them. The only place I did find was a McDonald's. So I went and got some food and drink and ate that. Like a chocolate milkshake, large chocolate milkshake, and 2 cheeseburgers, and it come to £3.98. Now in America that'd only be about $2 or something like that. But don't worry, I clean my hands. I always carry baby wipes around with me, to clean my hands. So when I'm fishing, I can wipe my hands, from all the germs from the maggots and eat my food what I might have with me. So I kind of clean my hands and made my hands all nice and clean before I ate my cheeseburgers and had my chocolate drink. And then I found the nearest tram station, jumped on the train down to Birmingham, got off there, walked up the road, waited 10 minutes for the bus, and I came straight home. I was going to go there again probably today or tomorrow, but today, again, with the British weather, always fucking wrong, but today is supposed to be thundery showers. We never had a thundery shower. It's been like very warm out all day. No rain either. Not that I noticed anyway. So yeah, like the day wasted sitting indoors. Now, even though I had my delivery, I still could have gone out, but the weather said it was going to be raining, but I never saw it rain. And tomorrow, I don't know if I'm going, so I've got some deliveries turning up tomorrow. Well, between tomorrow, Wednesday, and Friday. But I normally go there, like they probably like if they've got a package, they give it to my neighbour. And like vice versa, if there's package for my neighbours, I'll bring it in for them. So they do it for me. Although I don't talk to them that much, we still help each other out. No, well the thing with lead, right? it's very, I don't know what it's like over in your country, Europe, but it is bloody hard to find here. You know, that's why they don't do the wheel weights lead anymore. It's very rare. Now they put lead on the roofing, they put tin on now. You know, I went round my local scrap dealer and I asked him, and he told me to go back the next day, which was Friday. I went round, I think it was, no, Saturday, because I saw his shop. I thought I'd ring him up. When I told him I just want some scrap lead to make some fishing weights, he goes, come back tomorrow. And, like, you know, he had probably about 10, 20 kilos. You know, the old roof sheeting ones, but there's all kind of old manky and that kind of thing. You know, probably going to have a lot of dirt and stuff like that. He goes, well, I normally got someone around here, like, you know, he pays like a couple of £100 for it. I thought, well, I ain't fucking paying a couple of £100 for that, mate. But he had 2 rolls. One of them was a kilo, and he wanted £5 for it. And I said, well, on, you know, doing some research, it's like between 50p and £1.29 per kilo. He goes, no, that's buying in, mate. You know, proper scrap dealers, that's what we buy in for. You know, that roll, I'll probably get £20 for. And I said, really? I said, well, look, you know, I can't give you 5, I'll give you £4. He goes, yeah, all right then. And he had another roll there, I was thinking back in, but I've got a 1.8 kilo of lead ingots coming. And I have been getting, like, you know, the proper protection kind of stuff. I've got my masks. I've got me kind of like face cover thing. I've got some proper gloves coming for, like, you know, when you're doing like a lot of like furnace work stuff. So, you know, they're not, you know, the high quality ones, but, you know, they are good enough to use to start off with. I'm practically covered now. All I want is to try to get some more lead. I'm going to try and learn and find out if it's possible to melt aluminium in my gas cooker. Because if it's been, you know, the heat is coming from, you know, from the gas cylinders, isn't it? Propane. And propane can get hot, you know, so I'm pretty sure if I can melt lead, I can probably melt aluminium and maybe zinc. Because I've also been looking on YouTube that and on eBay that there are fishing weights that are made out of copper, zinc, and aluminium as well. Because, like, you know, even the government is going to try and stop the fishing industry, stop them from making lead weights from now on. Now, whatever's in stock will be still sold, but I think sometime in the future they're going to stop fishing industries making lead weights. And as I say, you know, lead is bloody hard to even get hold of. In America, you know, it's bloody plentiful. I've been watching so many videos where people have gone to like gun ranges and find like buckets and buckets full of like fired lead bullets, you know, kind of thing. So that's where they get them from. And they've also gone to like car dealerships where they like repair cars and stuff like that. They've been getting shitloads of like car wheel weights on them, you know. And even they've said that, you know, they've noticed that there's a change between the lead. It's now been made into like aluminium and zinc. So the ones I got yesterday, there was a couple of lead ones there, but not many. And the majority of them was zinc. But I don't know if I can melt zinc on my gas burner. And a gas burner is mainly meant to be going to be used for 2 things. One for camping, when I go camping and taking with me over the common, and to work out on the balcony, melt some lead down, and maybe try and melt the zinc and aluminium down if it gets hot enough. If it don't get hot enough, then all the tin cans I've been saving when I drink a can of drink or something, yeah, are going to have to be thrown away. But for now, until I get my gas burner, I don't know if I can melt something like this down. But even these can like give off a little bit of a gas because of the paint that's on them. But anyway, I'm going to shoot off now, guys. Thanks for popping on. I'll see you possibly next, well, maybe Sunday. Jessica Swart. What was he saying? Have you seen that TV advert, you guys, in the UK, where they've been doing Ocean, For Ocean, I think it's called, where two guys went to Bali to do some like surfing, and the whole beach was like practically covered with like garbage. So they kind of like started clearing up themselves, and it's like a really big company, and they go to like God knows how many beaches across the planet, and they don't charge. I don't know if they charge the beaches or the councils to clear it up, but they do it for like they sell what they kind of like pick up off the beaches. They kind of recycle it and they make like these little bracelet things, and you can buy them online for £1, I think it is. And every time you put £1 into like buying that bracelet, which is made from like the recycled stuff they find on the beach, they put back into the company and like make the company bigger. So check them out. I ain't got the actual link, but if I find it, I think it's called Four Oceans. Let me have a look. I've not actually ordered one yet, but I probably will do. Here we go. Because everything, every little pound helps them out. And I'm not doing this like, to get anything out of it. But it is for a good kind of like cause. And, there are videos on there where you can see them like, on fucking great big boats and yachts and stuff like that, just sweeping up, all the junk in rivers and lakes and, money on beaches and stuff like that. And it is worldwide as well. I don't know. I think you can make donations, but you can actually buy one of their bands as well. You can get a leatherback sea turtle bracelet, $20. No way. What's the one they said that you can get by for $1? Maybe they put the prices up from $1 or £1 to $20. Yeah, I'm sure they said that one was like $1. No, it's $20. But still, $20 helps to like clear up the oceans and the beaches, I suppose. Mind you, I ain't got $20 to pay out for one, so they'll have to wait when I can afford it. I actually helped a homeless man out the other day as well. I gave him some food and drink. Right, anyway, I'm going to shoot off and I'll catch you all possibly Sunday. Well, it will be Sunday. Definitely do a stream Sunday with them two little fucking dolls. Well, them two big dolls. The peekaboo ones. That'll be with the dolls on Sunday, Julie. It'll be the dolls with the spirit box and EVP. Won't be doing the Ouija board yet. Well, I need to like build up my energy and prepare myself a bit more for the Ouija board. But yeah, we get it back to the Ouija board in maybe about a month's time or so. So I'll catch you all Sunday. Take it easy. Good night. Have a good weekend. Ciao for now. I'm down and I'm gone. Peace, love, harmony. Have a good night. Ciao, ciao. I'm done. I'm gone.